Are you ready? All right, good evening, everyone. I'd like to call the meeting to order. It is 7:08 p.m. Thank you for your patience. We had a few things to wrap up in an executive session. At this time, I'd like to ask all to participate in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. All right, thank you all. At this time, I'd like to do a roll call of our holdover board members.
Ms. Chaparro?
Here.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan?
Here.
Mr. Paris?
Present.
Mr. Pagoda?
Here.
Ms. Schutz?
Here. Mr. Musconti, can you assist us with an election of a temporary president for from the holdover members?
Yes, the first thing we have to do during the reorganization is elect a temporary president from the holdover members. So at this time, I will accept nominations for the temporary president.
I'll nominate Jen Chaparro.
Are there any other nominations? Any other nominations?
This is just the temporary one, right?
It's just for
I'll nominate
And-
Roger Pagoda.
Any other nominations? Okay, then we'll close the nominations and we'll take a roll call vote. As we take the vote, if you could indicate the name of the nominee that you're going to vote for.
Ms. Chaparro?
Roger.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan?
Jen?
Mr. Paris?
Ms. Chaparro.
Mr. Pagoda?
Jen.
Ms. Schutz?
Ms. Chaparro.
Makes the
think
official
that's,
seating of Ms. Chaparro as temporary board president.
Back again. It's all good.
Sorry to do that to you, but
No worries. All right, so
Does she need this?
let's start with Section 3, Certificates of Election conducted by the temporary president. Item A, 3A, I should say. The board secretary, Ms. Sheila Lubert, will read the certificates of election for elected board members. Mr. Christopher Conrad, Ms. Adwisha Metzger, Ms. Bridget Seary, and Mr. Michael Smales.
They were to bring them, they all have them with them. No, we didn't, they had to bring them.
Rainey told me they would all be here waiting for me. And now they are. I was nervous there for a minute. Commonwealth of Pennsylvania, County of Allegheny, we the undersigned constituting the return board of the County of Allegheny do hereby certify at the election held on the 4th day of November 2025, Bridget Seary was duly elected to the office of school director in Riverview in the County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Witness our hands and seal on this 24th day of November 2025. We, the undersigned, constituting the return board of the County of Allegheny, do hereby certify at the election held on the 4th day of November, 2025, Michael Smales was duly elected to the office of school director in Riverview in the County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Witness our hands and seal on this 24th day of November, 2025. We, the undersigned, constituting the return board of the County of Allegheny, do hereby certify that the election held on the 4th day of November, 2025, Christopher Kennard was duly elected to the office of school director in Riverview in the County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Witness our hands and seal on this 24th of November, 2025. I'm going to apologize now. Adeshua, sorry. We, the undersigned, constituting the return board of the County of Allegheny, do hereby certify that at the election held on the 4th day of November, 2025, Adeshua Metzger was duly elected to the office of school director in Riverview in the County of Allegheny, Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. Witness our hands and seal on this 24th day of November, 2025.
All right, moving on to 3B, the oath of office for elected board members. Mr. Christopher Kennard, sorry, I said that incorrectly earlier. Ms. Adwasia Metzger, Ms. Bridget Seary, Mr. Michael Smales, is administered by Riverview School District Notary and Board Treasurer, Ms. Lorraine Zatowski.
Okay, new members, please stand and raise your right hand. And repeat after me. I state your name.
I, Adeshua Metzger,
Do solemnly swear or affirm
do solemnly swear and affirm
that I will support, obey, and defend
that I will support, obey, and defend
the Constitution of the United States
the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
and that I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
and I will discharge the duties of my office with fidelity.
Excellent. Please sign and date your oath, and I'll complete the notarization. Thank you and congrats.
And move on to 3C while you're doing that? Sure. All right. So 3C, board membership. The board secretary, Ms. Lubert, has distributed the list of the 2025 board membership. Thank you very much. And now we'll move on to 3D, which is the roll call with newly elected board members. Ms. Gutowski, do you do this section? Okay, sorry, I didn't know if I,
Nope, it's me.
okay.
Okay, here we go. First time. Ms. Chaparro.
Here.
Mr. Kennard.
Here.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan.
Here.
Ms. Metzger.
Here.
Mr. Paris.
Present.
Mr. Pagoda.
Here.
Ms. Schutz.
Here.
Ms. Seary. Here. Mr. Smales.
Here. Thanks.
All right, moving on to item 4, election of board president. So we will begin with nominations for board president.
I'd like to nominate Aaron Schutz.
Other nominations?
I'll second that. They have to have a first and a second.
And nominations don't require a second
Really?
under Robert's rule.
Any other nominations for board president?
I'll nominate myself.
Okay. Any other nominations? All right, seeing no further nominations or objections, I don't have to call for a discussion yet, right, Talca? Okay. The temporary president shall declare the nominations of closed and call for a vote. So item 4B, election of president, is in a roll call vote. Rainey,
Stating the name of the person that you choose. Ms. Chaparro.
Aaron,
Mr. Kennard.
Mr. Paris.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan.
Aaron Schutz.
Ms. Metzger.
Mr. Parrish.
Mr. Paris.
Myself?
Mr. Pagoda.
Aaron Schutz.
Ms. Schutz.
Myself.
Ms. Siri.
Mr. Paris.
Mr. Smales.
Mr. Paris.
That is Mr. Paris with 5 affirmative votes and Ms. Schutz with 4.
Thank you all.
right. So section 5, I'll hand over to Mr. Paris.
Okay. Section 5 will be, or do I have a motion at this time? To elect our,
So do you need to say what you're asking nominations of?
the election of vice president. Do I have a motion at this time?
I'd like to nominate Roger Pagoda.
I'd like to nominate Aaron Schutz.
I'd like to nominate Bridget Siri. Any other nominations at this time? Okay. Seeing no further nominations and no objections, I'll declare the nominations closed and call for an official vote.
Ms. Chaparro.
Mr. Pagoda.
Mr. Kennard.
Ms. Schutz.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan.
Roger Pagoda.
Ms. Metzger.
Aaron.
Ms. Schutz, yep. Mr. Paris.
Ms. Schutz.
Mr. Pagoda.
Aaron.
Ms. Schutz.
Myself.
Ms. Siri.
Aaron.
Mr. Smales.
Schutz.
Okay, the official seating of Ms. Schutz with 7 yeses and 2 for Mr. Pagoda. So Ms. Schutz is the vice president.
Congrats, Aaron.
If you would like to rotate your seats, now is the time to do it. As I mentioned to the board, I do keep the order when sitting alphabetical, except for the 2 officers that sit next to Dr. English.
I'm fine staying where I'm at for this evening. Moving on to board delegates and committees. At this time, we will do board delegations. So section A, appointments for the delegates. At this time, 6A consists of board delegates assigned by the elected president, communications and marketing, Forbes Road Career and Technical Center, legislative, and Eastern Area Schools. At this time, are there anyone that's interested in these roles?
I'm interested in Forbes Road.
I'd like to continue communications.
I'd like to continue legislative.
I'd like to continue Eastern Area. But I would love some help from a new member on that one. It would be lovely.
Aaron, which one did you say that you were interested in? Forbes?
Forbes Road.
Okay. And then, okay, and before we move on, can I just get a quick straw of the committees really quickly? Who is interested in finance, education, safety, student life, and then policy? because I don't, go ahead.
I'm interested in finance.
I'm also interested in finance.
Okay,
I'm fine with safety still.
okay.
I'm interested in finance and education.
I'm also willing to stick with the policy committee.
I'm interested in the student life one.
And I'm interested in education.
I can assist with student life as well.
And then anyone interested in safety? Leanne?
Yeah, I had said I'd like to keep it.
Okay, so going back to delegations, we will have Jen as our communications and marketing delegate. Forbes Road Career Technical Center will be Ms. Schutz. Ms. Siri will be legislative, and then Eastern areas will be Mr. Pagoda. Is that good? Perfect. And then moving to board committee chairs. Sorry.
Mm-hmm. To take a person out of it? Well, we'll have to-
Trying to make it so it's not so chaotic for everyone as well, like timing wise and stuff. So, okay, so for finance, we'll have Mr. Kennard, Ms. Schutz, and Ms. Metzger. For education, we'll do Ms. Siri and Ms. Metzger. For safety, we'll do Ms. Jacobs-Rohan and myself. And then for student life, we'll do, sorry, I'm keeping you on Eastern area and policy. Mr. Smales and Ms. Chaparro, just to give Ms. Chaparro also a chance at a different wing of things. And then policy, Mr. Pagoda, Ms. Schutz, and myself will stay on. Is that good with everyone?
Yeah.
Did anyone want to try anything else or discuss anything else? Okay. Those will be our delegation appointments and our committee appointments. What is this part? Okay. Motion 7A, sorry about that, titled Reorganization Business. The superintendent is recommending that actions be taken on the following items of business. A, nominations for the representative to be the PSBA legislative representative. Is that just our liaison? Is that what you meant to call it?
Oh,
okay. So, nominations to be our PSBA liaison. At what that means for the board members, new and old, is that you will receive a series of emails from PSBA that are more specific to your role as the liaison. And it will have included in it things that are going on in the state, locally, with PSBA, and also with some of the AIUs, as well as additional trainings and things like that that our board could be taking a part of. Does anyone have an interest at this time for PSBA liaison? No.
I have an interest in that, Mr. Paris.
Okay. Nomination by Ms. Siri for herself. Anyone else? Okay. Seeing as none, I will call for a vote.
Ms. Chaparro?
Ms. Siri?
Mr. Kennard?
Miss Siri.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan?
Bridget Siri.
Ms. Metzger?
Miss Siri,
Mr. Paris?
Ms. Siri.
Mr. Pagoda?
Miss Siri.
Ms. Schutz?
Ms. Siri.
Ms. Siri?
Myself.
And Mr. Smales?
Miss Siri.
That would be a unanimous vote for Ms. Siri to be the PSBA representative.
Congratulations. Next will be our calendar of meetings. The regularly scheduled meetings of the Board of Directors shall be held as scheduled on the calendar as presented at this meeting. Due to issues related to COVID-19, board meetings may also be held in a virtual setting. The reorganization meeting shall be held on Monday, December 7th, 2026 at 7 p.m., and all other meetings will be held on Mondays at 7 p.m. unless otherwise noted on the calendar or further published notice. Please note that the board may take action at any of the above meetings, and in the event of a meeting date location change, information will be posted on school doors and listed on the school district webpage at www.rsd.k12.pa.us, and all other meetings are open to the public. Are there any other comments right now?
Are we deciding at this meeting the location of our regular meetings?
Yes, we should.
All members have a copy of it in front of them, just so it's easier to review.
Pardon me?
Everybody has a copy?
Oh, yes. The recommendation from the administration is the high school at this time. Are there any other considerations?
Well, when you say high school, do you mean the library or the cafeteria?
The library.
Library, okay. That's the location I was gonna recommend
Okay.
as well, if that suits administration.
And the only other thing I would make for, under the policy committee, if we could move our first meeting to February. I'm open to the date, but just to give us this month and then the beginning of January to get back into it.
The first Wednesday in February?
That works.
Okay, let me take a look at that.
I think that's the second, or the fourth, I lied. Wednesday?
That's a Tuesday.
February 4th?
Oh, they're the 4th, yeah, sorry.
February 4th. Yes. Wednesday, February 4th, 2 p.m. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay. Any other changes?
And are these dates good for everyone? Okay. Moving on to number C, we'll vote for B, C, and D at the end. Authorization for proper signatures. The board president, board secretary, and board treasurer are authorized to sign checks on the school district's accounts. Authorization is given for any required changes of signatures on all bank accounts. Authorization is given for the extension of signature cards as required to implement this action. D, Vesimal signatures. The board president, board secretary, and board treasurer are authorized to use Vesimal signatures For signing checks, the board secretary and board treasurer are authorized to operate the check signing device. Are there any motions at this time?
Schutz, I'll make that motion.
Siri, I'll second.
Okay. Items B, C, and D are up for vote. If I could have a roll call vote at this time.
Ms. Chaparro?
Yay.
Mr. Kennard?
Yay.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan?
Yeah.
Ms. Metzger?
Yes.
Mr. Paris?
Yes.
Mr. Pagoda?
Yes.
Ms. Schutz?
Yay.
Ms. Siri?
Yes.
Mr. Smales?
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, I would ask for a motion to adjourn our reorganization meeting and move directly into our regular voting meeting.
Siri, I'll make that motion.
Yeah. Replacing staff. Is there a second? No one wants to leave the reorganization meeting? I'll second that. Okay. Moving on.
I have 7:35 is the end of that, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. I will now call to order our regular voting meeting following our reorganization meeting at 7:35 p.m. Can I have a roll call?
I'm gonna have all these names memorized in order, that's for sure.
I-
Ms. Chaparro, still here?
Still here.
Mr. Kennard?
Present.
Ms. Jacobs-Rohan?
Here.
Ms. Metzger?
Here.
Mr. Paris?
Present.
Mr. Pagoda? Here. Ms. Schutz?
Here.
Ms. Siri?
Here.
Mr. Smales?
Here.
Awesome. There will be a discussion of agenda items by Dr. English at this time.
Thank you, Mr. President. Okay, there's 5 items for your consideration for this evening. These are all timely items that we need voted upon this evening as opposed to waiting to early January. First is a new curtain for this auditorium. Ms. Lubert, if you could fill the board in on the curtain that's falling apart right here at 10th Street.
So we have 2 different curtains here on the on the stage. I called Pittsburgh Stage to come in because we have a pretty significant rip at the bottom of one of the curtain that comes across. When the gentleman came here, he explained the pricing of getting it repaired, which was about $3,500. But then he also showed me that even though it passed all of the tests that they run on it annually, it's starting to, because we have air handlers, it's taking away from the fire safe portion of and it's starting to fall apart. So the new one was only a couple $1,000s more. It's not the same material. It actually mirrors the material that's on the back, which has like a 20+ year life expectancy. So if you care, as you're walking past this, just take a little edge of it. It kind of crumbles like old material that's been sitting in your basement. Yikes. So that's the reasoning behind the new purchase of the curtain, and the musical people would be very happy.
Yes, it's musical season. Okay, second, thank you, Ms. Lubert. Second is an agreement with LearnWell. This is for educational services of a partial hospitalization outpatient program for one of our students that needed the services. Third item is the third and final reading of the policies that you have seen over the last couple months. Those policies are listed. It'll be good to clear those out. Fourth is we're asking for your approval of an educational sabbatical that we received recently. We have already posted for an anticipated opening. And finally, we have our sort of typical new hires. We have a new hire for a computer technician to replace our retired technician, and then we have our normal precision HR substitutes, event workers, and volunteer coaches. Any questions or discussion regarding the short list of voting items for this evening? Okay.
Okay. Well, welcome all to our first official meeting of our new board. I appreciate all of your votes, and I hope to make you all proud, but especially to the Riverview community, I also hope to make you proud over the next year as your board president. Please feel free to reach out to the board, especially congratulating our new board members. It is not an easy feat coming into this district and helping out. We all help out in very different ways, whether that's on the board, whether that is the copious amounts of parents that I see in the auditorium today, and or just coming to our meetings as an interested citizen. We do our part in this community. It's a small community, but as a graduate of myself, I'm here because of this community. So thank you all again for your trust, and I will move us right along. We will have our first hearing of the citizens this evening. At this time, that is when we usually open this up for board meetings prior to any official action by the board. It shall be an opportunity for anyone in the public to comment in accordance with law and board policies and procedure. And as such, we will move into our first hearing of the citizens, and it's designed for agenda topics only. If you would like to speak, please sign in, come up to the microphone and state your name and address, and please keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. Please also keep in mind that the board usually does not respond to public comment, but rather takes the hearing into consideration for future governance. Also, please realize that all comments and meetings are recorded. Visitors are requested to state their name and address again prior to comment. Are there any citizens wishing to be heard at our first hearing of the citizens? Seeing none, we will move right along. At this time, we will move into motions for approval by the finance delegate. Mr. Connard, Ms. Schutz, or Ms. Metzger, would one of you like to take it away?
I'll take the first one. 4A is a motion to approve the following business and finance items as presented. One is the approval of capital expense. Purchase a new black ovation curtain from Pittsburgh Stage Incorporated at the amount of $5,195 as presented. May I have a motion?
Siri, I'll make that motion.
Paris will second.
Is there any discussion?
Thank you guys for looking at this and finding it at, I low-key think it's almost like cost savings, because I'm pretty sure that when I went here and we replaced that curtain, it was the round about the same price, if not more. So thank you, Sheila.
Any further discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And any abstentions? The ayes have it. 4B, sorry, my computer, there we go. Motion to approve the following contracts and agreements as presented. 1A is a letter of agreement between Riverview School District and Learnwell Education regarding educational services provided at Mercy Child and Adolescent Partial Hospitalization Program. May I have a motion?
Siri, I'll make that motion.
Chaparro, second.
Is there any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? And any abstentions? The ayes have it.
Thank you. Motions for approval, board governance. Moving forward, if we could, for board policy and regulations, if we could have this read by the policy committee, I think that would make more sense. I'll do this one for this evening. Motion 5A to approve board governance items as presented. I'm going to let you see them as listed. But number 1 is board policy review. It's a third and final reading. There are 3 policies from the 100 section, 1 policy from the 200 section, and about 15 or so policies from the 600 section, 1 from the 800 section, and 1 from the 900 section. Do I have a motion at this time?
Siri, I'll make that motion.
Chaparro, second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion of any of the policies listed?
I just want to commend the policy committee and the administration over the last year has done an incredible amount of work that is very boring to the general public and very uninteresting to most people, but incredibly necessary for the operation and functioning of the district and guides all decision-making processes, as well as personnel interactions, HR decisions. I mean, again, very uninteresting to the general public, but vitally important for compliance with state, federal law, and all the things that we all love, but most people are completely uninterested in. Thank you.
And I must say that that is a majority of our administration. Myself, Roger, and Aaron have the pleasure of showing up a lot of the times and hearing the recommendations from the administration. So I appreciate the administration taking this on over the last year with the implementation of this committee to actually really steer this and spearhead it. Is there any other discussion? Okay, seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? And all those who abstain? The ayes have it. Thank you. Item 6A is the approval of personnel items as presented. 1, Daniel Radzinski as a full-time computer technician, IT department, effective December 9th, 2025, with a 60 working day probationary period at the compensation rate according to the RSD / RESPA CBA, pending clearance certification and health requirements. 2, in Article 4, Section E, sabbatical leave for employment ID 8409 for the second half of the 2025-2026 school year, January 21st, 2026 to June 5th, 2026. Number 3, individuals with Precision HR Solutions, Inc. for the 2025-2026 school year, pending any certification requirements. A, Lucas Bringling, and B, Mackenzie Schatzer. Number 4, event workers and volunteer coaches for athletic department, pending any any clearance requirements. A, Paula Tomlinson, thank you, event worker. B, Bob Orkwitz, event worker. C, Ron Bodner, event worker. D, Megan Maroney, volunteer coach, wrestling. And E, Rich Walsh, volunteer coach, wrestling. Do I have a motion?
So moved. Chaparro.
Schutz, second.
Thank you. Is there any discussion at this time?
I just want to say thank you to the event workers and volunteer coaches that help run our athletic events and make everything go smoothly. It's a lot of donated time. So thank you.
Yes. Thank you, thank you. Any other comments or discussion? Seeing none, all those in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 All those opposed? And all who abstain? Ayes have it. All right, we're at our second hearing of the citizens. This is designated for all school-related topics, not just agenda topics like our first one. If you would like to speak, please sign in, come up to the microphone, state your name and address, and please keep your comments to 3 minutes or less. Please keep in mind that the board does not typically respond to public comment, but rather takes the hearing into consideration for future governance, and also realize that all comments and meetings are recorded. Please help yourselves.
Good evening, Paula Tomlinson, 234 3rd Street. Welcome to all our new school board members. Congratulations, everybody in their new positions. Looking forward to being in the audience and watch you all work hard for our school district. I have something I wanted to bring up as a parent of an athlete. And some of our new board members might not be aware of this, and I don't know that it was ever mentioned in a school board meeting, but the baseball batting cage. I know there's a tug between an insurance company and a donor, and so I just wanted it, I hope it stays on the radar, because if there's a nice day, Coach Grass is gonna have those boys out, and I have another baseball player coming up through. So I just thought if I mention it and Rainey types it, it might, I know you have a lot going on. I know you have a lot
Can you
going on.
elaborate?
So,
Can you elaborate? I have no clue.
There was damage done to it last March during the storms, and there was damage in the park. There were trees. There was so like the borough owns the park, but the batting cage is used by the baseball team, but it was donated. So there's it isn't owned by the school district, but it's used by the school district. I just wanted it just to be on. I know it's on your radar, but
It is absolutely on my radar. I just reached out to the insurance company again today. I am fighting to have it covered.
yeah.
It seems that in past life, I know it's been there for a number of years. It was donated by a previous baseball player, graduate. It was placed on borough property. I don't know that it was ever on anyone's radar as to who should have it covered on their policy. Mr. Bodie and I have both discussed it at length. I am attempting to get it covered as I have had the track mats covered. I've already received a quote for the replacement of it, and I've talked to Mr. Fody about possibly the borough installing it. And we could play nice in the sandbox, and we could all get it taken care of for community and baseball players, baseball team. So I haven't forgotten about it.
I knew you
And
did,
I know that Carrie hasn't reached out, and and I've been, when I saw you tonight, I was gonna come down and talk to you.
We all have baseball players.
Yeah, I get it. I haven't forgotten about it.
Okay, and everybody cross their fingers. In a couple of weeks, we're hoping, now that the government's open, that the budget gets pushed through, we get the grant, and lights could be by next season. So, cross your fingers.
Anyone else? Okay. As a reminder, there was an executive session held prior to this meeting at 6 p.m. on December 8th, 2025, and it was to discuss personnel issues. Our next meeting will be in the new year. It will be on January 5th at 7 p.m. That will be our study session, 2026, and it will be held at the Riverview Junior Senior High School in the library at 7 p.m. Are there any motions at this time, or can I have a motion for adjournment?
Siri, I'll motion to adjourn.
You're a new staff. Is there a second?
Smell seconds it.
Awesome.